Marchant at number 6 for Bradford, and Neil Roebuck at number 13 for Castleford. Neil involved in the deal that brought Tony to Bradford, and he'll be sure to go well or try hard against his former club, one of the most gifted youngsters in the country. Meanwhile, Tony's fresh from a fabulous look-after job over Gary Schofield last week, and is be keen to make a big impression against his old teams. So quite a blustery day at Valley Parade, and Mr. Morris, our referee. And here we are, away for the kick-off. Steadman puts a long ball deep in, and that'll mean a drop out for Bradford under the post. Both Darryl Shelford and Roger Simpson leaving it for each other, and ball bouncing. So Northern putting themselves straight under pressure at the kick-off. Dave Cooper with a drop. That's a nice drop by Cooper. Well into the Castleford half, met by Ladd, and Ladd on the burst for Castleford. Ladd straight into Noble and Hobbs. England meets Medley, but he's met by again Medley, Hobbs and Noble. Sampson. Again Sampson, strong running forward, tipped for a minute to go on the toe last year, but sadly it didn't go. Castleford spread the ball, Crooks, so a short ball to Hardy. Hardy moves the ball back. And Dick Shelford kicks forward, and there's a race on the over. And the ball's still going loose. And there's a melee there. And that's back to one, says the referee. Says that's a Castleford ball there. St. John's doing well to get back immediately. Steadman to get an easy kick way down the field to Roger Simpson. So Simpson collects the ball. Simpson's outside, Boothroyd goes in, and he's met. Sampson pushes in the touch on the halfway line. So Northern again. Need to just consolidate by holding this ball. They're already drama in the first minute. As French feeds the... An half break there by Steadman in the middle of the field, and he's held back by Roger Simpson, says the referee, so it'll be a free kick to Castleford on the halfway line. So an exciting start to this game, both teams going from one end to the other in the first 2 or 3 minutes. And Castleford's chance for an early 2 points. Castleford kicker will be Lee Crooks. Lee Crooks, who was a record signing for Castleford midway through last season. After being with Leeds for a short spell, not really settling at Henley. They're going to Castleford, and he's hopeful, I'm sure all the rugby league is that Lee Crooks will settle down and play the kind of rugby he can do, because with Aussies coming this year, we need a good fit Lee Crooks. So that was a good kick from Crooks, and that's 2 points to Castleford going in the lead after 4 minutes of this first half. So Mark Wilson to restart the game for Bradford Northern, pushes the ball deep towards St. John Ellis. Ellis is met by Fairbairn and Noble. And Hobbs and Medley in there. Meet Sean Irwin. Sampson, but again met by a good tackle from Medley and Fairbank. And he's driven back towards the Castleford post. Good tackling by Bradford. Southern would get away to Hardy. But Hardy being called back and Bradford being penalised for having 3 minutes to play the ball. Castleford's not pleased about the decision, as Hardy seemed to have a clear field in front of him there, but nevertheless the ball's put safely in touch. Sampson again into Hobbs. Noble. Hamer. England trying to bust, but he's held by Hamer and McGowan. Roebuck to Crooks. Crooks straight up round Fairbanks, but a good tackle by Fairbanks. And Castleford coming French trying to go up the middle again. Fairbanks meets him, pulls him down on the halfway line. Calfair went getting through a lot of early work for Bradford. And Crooks with a kick, which is deep towards Dave Cooper. Cooper collects. Comes running field. But he's met by the Castleford defence. With Shelford running straight for Northern. Hamer driving at the Castle defence, but it's one-man rugby so far for Northern. Now Wilson, and I spread to Hobbs. Hobbs to McGowan. McGowan holds out. Oh, McGowan gets the ball to Cordell, and Cordell going down the wing. Sets inside. Roebuck, but it's held. Tackled on the halfway line. Good tackle by Roebuck there. Holding down by England, says the referee, and a kick to Northern. And Neil Roebuck doing well there to get across the top Jiddle Cordell. So David Hobbs directly underneath us, pushes the ball 10 yards inside the Castleford half. And Fairbank into, and again Roebuck's in with the tackle on Fairbank. Ball switched. Wilson. Oh, the ball's kicked through there. That's going to be picked up by Simpson. The referee there giving a forward pass and said there was no advantage to Castleford from that drop. French frees, but it's a good push by Bradford. Spinning the French gets a ball, but Northern and Pendlebury's on him. Stedman trying to go up the middle of the field, but Pendlebury's there, and so is Noble. Trying to attack Bradford at the ruck, Castleford. England. Hardy trying to go around Wilson, and it's Roebuck. Roebuck to Southernwood. And there's a try there. Try by Southernwood there. Bradford ripped apart the inside pass. Roebuck taking on and into Southernwood. So there, a good try from Castleford. Northern again caught by the inside pass, and Hardy hitting the gap, finding Roebuck, and Roebuck handed on to Southernwood for a try next to the post. So Northern falling further behind, not really had any ball, consolidated any ball, and under pressure directly. So it'll be Crooks. Crooks puts the ball through the middle. So 8 points in Old Castleford lead. 12 minutes into the game. Castleford playing the football, running from deep and running strong, backing up. And at the moment, it's all one-way traffic. And that's a drop. Oh, and that looked to be a drop out on the post, but the touch just says the ball was 6 inches too long. And again, Northern getting penalised for chatting. And again, Crooks will take the kick. So it looks like Northern again losing a bit of discipline here. So Northern with enough to do without losing the discipline and losing yards like that, because anything in the halfway Leeds North, I beg your pardon, I'm getting confused with last week's game. Anything in the Bradford Northern half is fair meat for Lee Crooks. So again, Crooks straight through the post, and Northern with a mountain to climb now. And Pendlebury being spoken to by the referee, I'm sure. And there's a touch due John. And Mr. Morris leaving John Pendlebury under no illusions what will happen if he continues. So Northern to restart. Mark Wilson again pushes the ball on the floor this time. That's met by Larder. Larder Renard. But he's met by Pendlebury. A good tackle by Pendlebury. Sampson out and again met by Medley. Medley's in. McGowan, Marchant all push Sampson back. England into Hobbs and Marchant. And that's a free kick to Northern there. As England in with his head at Hobbs. Mr. Morris straight and right on the spot there. So I'm sure David Cooper will be called upon to reduce areas, so plenty of incident in the first quarter of this Yorkshire Cup second round. So David Cooper kicking into a stiff breeze. That's nicely through the middle, and that's first reply from Northern. 10 points to 2. Castleford now lead to 14 minutes of this game. So Stedman pushes the ball wide. And again, that's it. Mark Wilson's knees, and again, Northern dropping out. So Northern not protecting this ball from the kick-off at all this afternoon. And again, the dropout will be to the Castleford team. Hobbs with the drop this time, straight down the middle, straight to Stedman, who misses a ball. But he's on his feet and runs into Noble, and Noble's missed him. Stedman trying to go over this time. Wilson is Stedman's still going, but Wilson has him. A good running by Stedman. And England in a fair bank. England trying to get the ball out. The ball's kicked and the ball's pushed back. And this Larder trying to go around Shelford, but he's held. This time in Sampson into Fairbank, and he's well met by Fairbanks and pulled down. Fairbanks takes a kick, and that goes to St. John Ellis and steps inside. That's back to one. But Eamon has St. John Ellis. Crooks trying to make the burst, but he's held. Put down by Brian Noble on the Bradford 25. Castle driving forward. England swivels. England and Medley lets me go, and England's trying to get a thing. And again, Southern trying to get a ball out. And it's Alan Roberts over. Poor tackling there by the Bradford side. Good tackling. Castleford ripping Bradford every time they come up the middle. Two Bradford players on England, and England let loose. And Southernwood seemed to be smothered, but they got the ball out, and Roebuck again making the best of it against his old club. Neil Roebuck having a big say in this afternoon's happenings. So it's Crooks. Crooks straight through the middle, 16 points to 2 now, Castleford lead. Northern appeared in all 6 and 7s this week after a tremendous show against Leeds last week, not giving themselves time to consolidate any ball, and the tackling's been woeful up the middle. So again, Mark Wilson to restart. Spar Irwin, the youngster who toured, runs into Medley, and Hobson is knocked down. Southernwood trying to go from acting half back, runs into Fairburn, Clarbank and Noble. And Robert to Crooks. Crooks swilling, trying to get the ball away. Reed again is held. Ball's gone back to Anderson. Sorry, Stedman. Stedman puts the ball deep towards Cooper. And Cooper knocks on. So again, Northern struggling. Everything that could go wrong seems to be going wrong at the moment for Bradford. There's now a tremendous pusher on the Bradford pack. I'll give Bradford Northern the ball, and it's Cooper. Cooper running at the Castleford defence. Again, Aimer. With that slow play by the Northern forwards. Ball switch Noble inside to Medley. But again, Medley is held. Southernwood in late. It's Wilson out to Martin. Martin to McGowan. McGowan on the half break. He's held by Stedman. And he'll be marching to Cordell. Cordell running away from Sampson. Cordell still going, but that's the 6th tackle and the ball's out. And that'll be Castleford to play the ball midway between the halfway line and the Castleford 25. It's Hardy. To attempt to go around Penalty, but he's well tackled. Southernwood play the ball, but again, no, Roebuck dancing and weaving, but he goes into Fairbank, and he's banked to the ground. And again, Marchant caught offside. So catalogue continues for Bradford. Stedman puts the ball deep into the Northern 25. Sampson will drive forward straight at Noble, and still making ground is Sampson, but Northern not coming off the line at the Castleford players. Southernwood tries to dummy, puts the ball inside to England, and weaving and struggling. But a double movement, says the referee there for Northern. And Castleford malpin, so Northern will relieve their line with a penalty. But again, Northern very lucky not to go further behind there now. David House pushes the ball directly at us. It's been Noble to Aimer. Aimer will drive straight. Wilson, Fairbank, but he's held by Crooks. He gets the ball away to Fairbank to Wilson. Pendlebury Pendlebury trying to go down the middle, but Hardy's in, and so is England. Noble to Medley. Medley on the burst. The Roebuck's in with the tackle. Marks the ball to Wilson to Shelford. Castleford defence good at the moment. This time Biobbs. They kick deep. And that'll go dead. So it'll be Castleford tap on the 22. So Crooks runs into Noble. Ball looking, and again Noble in with a tackle on England. Summerwood trying to go from right out to Roebuck. Roebuck out to Anderson. A superb ball by Roebuck. And it's Anderson back inside to Stedman. Stedman trying to go outside Simpson, but he's good cover tackle there by Medley. But Castleford in full flight. The ball's coming out wide again. Hardy to Sutherland to Crooks. Crooks with a long ball and throws the ball in a touch. So the first time there, Castleford letting ambitions just get a bit ruffled there as Crooks throws a ball to nobody. But again, Roebuck in with a superb pass to Anderson, splitting Northern on that right-hand side. And this time, Castleford caught offside. Cooper safely into touch, not much ground, but safely into touch there by Dave Cooper. The ball just being passed along the line, nobody going forward, everybody standing. This time Mark Wilson taking the ball with the blind, out to Fairbank wide. With the ball going, the ball goes loose. And Hardy trying to go up the middle, but met by Marchant and Pendlebury. And with Crooks trying to get the back foot inside. He's held, knocked to the ground. Southernwood, Sampson trying to go forward. Sampson pushes back to Southernwood. Strange putting the ball out to Stedman. Stedman to Anderson, trying to dumb his back inside. Runs into Fairbank and is knocked to the ground. And Crooks with a little kick pushes the ball through. Fairbank. Oh, and Simpson doing well there. Simpson doing well to pick up a bad ball. And he's been held down by French and Roebuck, and the penalty to Bradford Northern. So that's Cooper with a better kick this time. And all the Castleford side offside, team offside there, but the referee, Mr. Morris, not taking much notice of that. And again, Hobbs drives in. Noble acting from half back. Wilson to Pendlebury. Pendlebury. Again, Wilson has held it, nobody. Castleford are up very quick on the wide there. Pendlebury with a kick this time. Pushes the ball deep into the Castleford half. The ball rolled into the corner. Larder after having to field the game, and I'm sure he'll come out and tries to go inside. Outside. Inside McGowan and outside Cordell, but it's well held by Cordell. And it's Boothroyd going across the park, but it's held by Cordell and thrown to the ground. England trying to burst it Northern up the middle, but he's lost the ball, and that'll go to Mark Wilson. And it's Mark Wilson attacking Castleford. So Northern in the best attacking position of the game so far. Pendlebury out to Amy. Amy will drive. Amer takes Northern within 10 yards of the Castleford line. And Fairbank pushing it forward this time. He gets the ball out to Noble. Noble to Marchant. Marchant turns, swivels. Marchant's still on the reverse. But Northern not sorted out there and just running around in circles at the present time. Again, Noble going on his own. This time Wilson to Hobbs. Hobbs back on, Medley drops the ball. Medley at the gap but dropped the ball there. So Northern coming away from Hardy, trying to come away from his line. Northern coming to knocking at that stage. And Boothroyd going across the park. Again he's into Fairbank, and Fairbank pushes him back and knocks him to the ground. And Crooks again. Northern is tackling now. We're going to get timed up, but whether it's too late is a moot point at this stage. And this time Stedman with a relieving kick pushes the ball across to Cooper. The ball stands up for Cooper this time, and Cooper drives back. And Shelford's held. Hobbs driving in, but Northern not playing any football at this moment. Wilson's trying to get the ball out to Marchant, hands the ball onto McGowan. McGowan's there, Marchant trying to get outside Stedman. But being forced back. Castleford up very quick. Northern bunched together with no line at all. Noble trying to make way from Acting half-back, but it's Wilson to Pendlebury. Pendlebury with a kick. That's hanging up and the ball's on. The ball's bouncing up this time. Cooper's over. And if Cooper can collect this. Oh! And Cooper just misses there. That was Northern's best opportunity, and Cooper's kick just too strong. Sampson's met by Noble and Amer. England's and forward pass as a referee there. Southernwood well pleased by Wilson. John Pendlebury driving his forwards on there. So you must go to the Castleford attack. But again, Northern stood, and this time McGowan. But Northern's got to come running onto the ball, not just stood passing. Wilson to Pendlebury. He gets out of the wall out to Shelford. Shelford showing the ball, but Irwin up on him quickly. Pendlebury go forward this time. Steps in, try to step inside. And Pendlebury passing the ball after the referee shouted held. So again, Northern lose possession. Stedman, the big cook, putting Castleford between the Northern 25 and the halfway line. So again, Castleford come forward, this time through Sampson. He's met by Hobbs and Amer. England this time, but he's well met by Fairbank and knocked to the ground. And trying to go forward there, England, he'll be penalised for that. So Northern really need now a score to get back into this game prior to half-time. Cooper, a better kick, pushes Northern up to the halfway line. This time Amer driving hard. Still going forward, Amer. A little knock on, and again Northern lose possession on the first tackle. French feeds. French trying to show the ball, but it's held. Hardy trying to go up the middle. They push the ball out to Southernwood. Southernwood trying to split that one round, but again, Fairbanks in with a hard tackle. And Stedman this time, but Medley has him and he's knocked over. That's better tackling there. French putting the ball out to Crooks. Crooks out, trying to get outside. Hardy's, but Hobbs has him. Crooks going from Acton half back this time. Feeds the ball out to Grant Anderson over Vids. Shelford gets the ball inside to Hardy. He's being pushed to the ball's away to St. John Ellis, but Shelford has him. Shelford pulls him down, 6 tackles, and that's better work by Shelford. That's French in to Stedman. Stedman trying to get it on play. Stedman going, pushes the ball through. The ball sits with Simpson. Simpson trying to come away, but it's held. Simpson making good ground there. Noble going from Acton half-back. But there's been no cohesion in this Northern team so far in this game. Wilson to Amer driving forward. And Castleford caught offside again. Puts in the ball into touch, just short of the Castleford 25-yard line. To Hobbs, Northern not going forward again, Medley. Medley on the burst, Medley going now, Medley still going, but he can't get the ball out. A good tackle by Anderson there. Nobody getting with Medley there. This time the ball goes Cordell up to the middle of the field. Cordell still going through, race half break, but he's held at the 10-yard line. So Northern in a better attacking move this time. Cordell plays the ball to Wilson. Wilson to Pendlebury, to McGowan. But Castleford quickly up on Northern there. Northern not really sorted out. With Pendlebury, Shelford. Shelford will go. Shelford still going, lost his boot, but he's still going forward. There's Noble to Wilson. And that'll be back to 1. Back to 1, says referee, as England trying to get in the way of the inside pass. And Pendlebury going forward. Northern's got to come away with something from this attack. Simpson will dart to the line. Simpson still going forward, ducks inside Crooks, and there's nobody there with him. It's Noble out to Wilson, to Hobbs. Hobbs steps back inside to Wilson, but again he's held. He can't get the ball away. Castleford up very quick on Northern. McGowan to Hobbs. On the ball, spun round, and Amy will have to drop on the ball, which he does do. There's McGowan. McGowan a little chip forward, pushes the ball. That's too strong. So again, Northern don't come away with anything from a good attacking position. And Sampson there. Having received a knock. It's been revived by the magic sponge, as I say. So it's England. The ball's knocked down, but it's knocked backwards. It's picked up by Crooks, but a big hard tackle there by Fairbank on England. Again, Hardy. Hardy trying to go outside Noble. Owen coming across, but he's held. Southernwood pushing the ball back to Stedman. Big kick by Stedman, tremendous wind, and Cordell pick the ball up, and Cordell runs straight out as his man. Cordell getting past Boothroyd, but held by Anderson and French. McGowan coming across, runs at the forwards, making a bit of space for Northern on this right-hand side. Noble to Wilson. Wilson puts the ball out wide to Marchant. But Irwin's up quickly there, and Marchant needed somebody with him for a short pass, and there would have been a big gap down the side. This time it was Fairbank driving down the middle, but he's met by 3 men, but still comes forward, loses a ball. So again, Northern under pressure in their own 25. Ball comes out the middle. Again, French feeds. This time the ball has come out. The ball switch to Stedman inside. Wilson gets away, and a high ball to St. John Ellis. Try to cut inside, and St. John Ellis is over there. Again, Northern caught short on the far side. People stepping inside. They could not get in there, and Castleford increased the lead just prior to the half-time whistle. Castleford playing with a lot of flair and pace this afternoon. Northern not really come to terms with the pace of this game, and consequently trail 20 points to 2. Crooks, a brilliant kick from the right touch line. So the score now stands Castleford 22, Bradford 2. So Crooks with an outstanding kicking display so far this afternoon. And again, try to score St. Giles coming forward. Roebuck from acting half back into Hobbs, but he's put down on the 25. Casper again through Hardy trying to open the game up again, but he's knocked down, and Northern short on this right-hand side. England runs it. He's run straight to Pendlebury. Southernwood showing the dominance to the kicker, pushes the ball back, makes good ground, and this time it is a 6th tackle. And this time I'm sure it will go back to the kicker. And Stedman pushes the ball again down at Cordell. Cordell takes the ball in the middle of the field, runs outside, still going outside, getting through, through there, and good run by Cordell. With Medley coming back inside, but runs into Hardy, still going. And he runs into England. Wilson. Oh, and that's an interception. And that's an interception of Grant Anderson, and Grant Anderson will score again. No, and Simpson doing a fabulous job at Anderson there. Knocking the ball out of his hands as he gets to the ground. Well, Anderson looked all outscored there, but Simpson having the pace to get back and pull him over on his back as he tried to ground the ball. Castleford splitting Northern. This time an interception by Grant Anderson. Again, another youngster was a former coach with Bradford Northern. Signed for his hometown team, but under 21 international and having some attention now on the dead ball line. So the game restart. Hobbs, Fairbank. The ball again's dropped. The ball's gone out wide. And a knock on, says Mr. Morris. Again, Northern putting the ball down again on the first tackle. In the goal balls, Lucy French to Stedman. Stedman with the long ball out to Larder. Larder out to Boothroyd. Boothroyd coming, jerking back inside, but it's held by McGowan. And they lose the ball to Shelford. Shelford making ground, but he's held by Stedman. Hamer will drive the ball in at England. Crowd whistling for half-time. Wilson spreads the ball to Hobbs. To Pendlebury. To Fairbank. To Marchant. Again to McGowan in the middle. McGowan going down the middle of the field. McGowan still going. McGowan going down the middle of the field. McGowan still going. Puts the ball out to Cordell. Cordell going on the outside and Cordell still going. But he's pushing the touch 2 yards short of the Castleford line. And a bit of a fracas down in the far corner there. And it looks like Castleford have been penalised. And Stedman being spoken to by the referee. So Northern with the last desperate chance to pull some points back prior to half time. In the injury time now of the first half. Sammy Fairbank to Medley. Medley trying to go. So Hamer pushing. And he's held 2 yards short. So a lot of pressure from Northern here. So Noble out to Hobbs. Hobbs with a long ball out to Pendlebury. Pendlebury back inside to McGowan. McGowan stepping inside. And a forward pass given there. And half time says the referee, Mr. Morris. And I'm sure Castleford I'll be very pleased with their first half result. 22 points to their lead after a very smart, hard-running pace again from Castleford. Northern, very lacklustre display. The game going Castleford's way from the beginning with an early try. Neil Roebuck having big say in the first try and then scoring the second try itself. Castleford continue to push all the time, catching Northern flat-footed on numerous occasions. Lee Cook has also had a tremendous influence on the game, kicking 5 from 5 at this stage. Northern very little to show, being really carved up the middle on several occasions, and lacking very little cohesion once on attack. So the situation here at Valley Parade at half-time, Castleford 22, Bradford Northern 2, and we're now on over to our highlights of the other Yorkshire Cup game at Wakefield. Bradford substitution, Henderson Gill on the left wing in place of David Cooper, and Castleford substitution, number 15 Neil Batty for number 8 Lee Crooks. Now Crooks is on, so we can't just see who Batty's on for at the moment. But Batty in the middle of the field trying to go forward. And there's a melee in the middle of the field. And there's a melee in the middle of the field here. As players on the right hand side. And Craig Richards is now warming up for Bradford Northern. Looking through the teams, it's Grant Anderson that's gone off for Castleford, who's been replaced by Neil Batty. At the moment, John Pendlebury being spoken to again by referee Mr. Morris. Didn't see the incident, was following the ball on the far side. And Lee Crooks and Neil Roebuck being brought together. So both number 30s being spoke together, and let's see what Mr. Morris' decision is. And it's a free kick to Bradford. So it would be David Hobbs puts the ball into touch. 5 yards short of the Castleford line, so start of the second half, a good attacking area for Northern. A Beamer to drive in, Ever drives in. It's held 2 yards short. Fairbank on the outside, still going, but he's held. So again, Noble pushes the ball out to Wilson to Hobbs. Hobbs with a long game ball to Pendlebury, gets a quick ball away to Medley, but the Castle defence is slow hands by Northern there, and Castleford pushing back to the 25, but Pendlebury's going forward. Gets a ball out to Simpson, who knocks the ball on, doesn't recover. So again, sloppy play by Northern. Meanwhile, Tony Marchant's way back in the Northern half, receiving treatment from Ron Barrett. So Northern effectively down to 12 men at the moment. So ball comes out, Roebuck. And there's been a further change on the Castleford side. French, Anderson back on, and French as off. Roebuck now operating at scrum half. Boothroyd is met by Fairbank. Good tackle by Fairbank there. Hardy gets outside Pendlebury. Ball slipped inside, and Irwin drops the ball, and Ladd must be offside. And no, it's just a knock on, says the referee. Mr. Morris, Hardy, Ladd looking fractionally offside there, but the knock on is given. Hobbs leaving the field. Hobbs obviously got an injured, limping across there and being replaced by Craig Richards. So Craig, that was straightforward swap of position. Craig Richards coming at 8 to replace David Hobbs. So ball's got in by Simpson to Gill. Gill standing people, but it's held by Stedman. But Gill certainly brings some life to this Northern team, and it's Wilson coming back to Craig Richards. Steps outside, Sampson still going is Richards. That's good running from Craig Richards. And it's Noble from Acton half trying to go out into the yards, but it's held and knocked to the ground. So Pendlebury just drive forward, but it's held in the middle of the field by the Castle. Castle coming up very quick on Northern and doing the tackling. It's Noble. Wilson out to Medley. Medley on the burst. Medley's full pushing one man off, but it's held by Anderson. Medley's not quite getting on the outside of people this afternoon. It'll be McGowan. McGowan to Wilson, and Wilson puts a high bomb and well into the hand. Everybody's on here. Larder makes the ball. It spins away from Marchman as well. L5 Shelford. Southernwood to Crooks. Crooks is met by Richards. Sampson runs at Noble, trying to push Noble, but it's thrown down to the ground. Good tackle by Brian Noble. And so they're trying to go back to Hardy. Hardy again making holes in the Bradford defence to Irwin. Irwin trying to go around March and gets the ball inside to Larder. Larder with a long ball to St. Ginelis. St. Ginelis outside. And St. Ginelis goes away for a try. Round Gill and in for a try. So Hardy again getting on the outside of his man. And Castleford increasing the lead early in the second half. Crooks, yes, pushing his kick wide there. First kick that Lee Crooks has missed this afternoon. But nevertheless, Castleford increased the lead 26 points to 2. So Wilson shoots the ball down to Sampson. Taps the ball forward and Pickermill drive into the rapid pack. And Batty trying to go outside Pendlebury this time. Pendlebury holds his man. Simpson, sorry, I beg your pardon, England coming forward. Southernwood trying to go out, gets the ball out to Crooks. Crooks again to Hardy. Hardy turning his man, but it's held this time by Noble. But Hardy, very influential player of this Castleford team today. Castleford on the verse again to Crooks. Noble, Roebuck, but the ball's knocked down. And the ball, the McGowan picks the ball up. Is held by England, but Northern with possession. And this time Richards. Richards pushing players off, and that's better running there by Craig Richards. Caudle to Simpson. Simpson trying to step his man. The ball back inside to Noble. Noble to Medley. Medley on the burst. Medley getting Caudle away. Caudle streaking away, streaking down the touchline. Caudle's in for a try. So a bit of neat play there by Noble and Medley putting Caudle away. And Caudle going across in the corner. So at last something for the Northern fans to cheer about at Valley Parade this afternoon. McGowan will take over the kicking role for Bradford. So again, Caudle proving just what kind of a lethal finisher can be given the opportunities. So McGowan with a left foot kick. Ball being dragged in. But not just dropping on the post, so 26 points to 6 this game now poised, and Northern still a mountain to climb if they want to get back and retain the Yorkshire Cup. Stedman pushes the ball down to Medley. Medley clears the ball. Medley runs straight and strong. Medley, good running from Medley there. Hamer driving in, but he's well met by the Castleford defence. Penalty to Noble. Noble going. Noble breaking up the field. Noble still going, and Noble still running. Noble, brilliant break by Brian Noble there. Fully 60 yards for Bradford. Simpson spreading the ball now. Northern a bit more football. Fairbank runs in. A great tackle there by Irwin. And Wilson to McGowan. McGowan down the middle of the field. McGowan striding up. Better play by Northern. And this time, and a little kick through there for Shelford, but it's not a good kick. And it's it's fixed, but it's held down and knocked down by Shelford and Pendlebury. But the gap's left him. Larder trying to go through, but he's held by Wilson and Gill. So Northern there, slack at the play of the ball, allowing Larder to come 25 yards. England driving in. Southern went out to Crooks. Crooks met by Richards. Again, I'm sure there's a kick, a little chip through by Stedman, and Northern's going to be penalised there for obstruction on Stedman. No necessity for that. Roger Simpson had the ball covered. And so it'll be Stedman. Stedman pushes the ball, not so far, but safely into touch. Sampson will go for straight forward at Amer, but he's knocked down. There's no way through with Amer. England straight into Fairbank, and again the ball goes, but Crooks on this coming out to Noble on the switch back inside to Hardy. Again Noble splits. And again Castleford in for a superb try into the post again. Neil Roebuck side sending a little inside pass to Hardy, and Northern split straight down the middle again. And this time Stedman goes under the post. So Northern really caught flat-footed by a slick Castleford side this afternoon. So Northern now with a little fight for the pride. As Castleford producing brilliant attacking rugby. Tear them up down the middle. So Stedman into the post. And that's Crooks. Crook again increases 32 points to 6 now. Castleford lead. But still 25 minutes of this game retaining. So Wilson restarts again. He's had a lot of restarting this afternoon as well. Wilson, Hardy. Hardy again. Larder. Northern letting people, the Castleford players run at them instead of going up to meet them and cut this. Again, Batty not making much headway. Southernwood. Stedman to Crooks. Again, Castle coming in numbers, but the ball's knocked down by Irwin. Wilson picks the ball up. Ducks under England's tackle, that's held by Roebuck. And Gill dance across the line, try to pick his mark and go through, but Stedman's there, and so is Sampson. Noble to Simpson. Simpson to Pendlebury to Fairbank. Irwin's up high there, but he's held. And it's Noble, not Noble acting half back. Drives into the middle of the field. Noble had a busy game when they probably the pick of the Northern forwards on today's exhibition. Wilson, Simpson. It's a gap. Simpson's away, and Simpson's away, and sure Simpson's going to score. Comes back inside, and that's a tremendous individual try by Roger Simpson. Putting the ball on the post, and that's a lot better there. So Northern Union straight back in good style there. Simpson hitting the gap, dancing back inside lad and going under the post. McGowan putting this one through the post, so the arrears reduced 32 points to 12. And the fans getting a lot of points for their money today down at Valley Parade. Stedman pushes the ball deep towards Shelford, who feels the ball well there. Runs in, but it's held by Roebuck and Hardy. And Gill dances his way across the line, trying to pick a gap and go through. He's half through. And Noble to Wilson. Wilson to Richards. Richards still going, but it's well held by the Castleford defence. To McGowan on the half break, but again Hardy and Roebuck and with a tackle. Hardy and Roebuck formed a tremendous partnership for Castleford this afternoon. Wilson this time with a kick pushing Castleford back, but the ball goes straight to Larder trying to step outside, inside Pendlebury, but is held. Boldroyd hits and spins, but is held by Amer. It's Samson again on the Northern forward, making ground. It's held on the halfway line. Someone would move the ball. Crooks. The Stedman falls this time and is knocked back by Simpson and Fairbank. So Castleford not making much ground on this set of tackles. The ball goes out to Crooks, back inside to Hardy. Back inside to Stedman, as Stedman using his players there. And that looked like obstruction, but Mr. Morris not having any of it. So we'll out to Crooks, well, got out wide to Anderson, trying to get, but it's held, and that's 6 tackles, and that's the first time that Castleford have been caught in possession on a string of tackles in today's game. But again, Northern not coming up. Mark Wilson not having any runners for him there. Craig Richards, but again, no cohesion at the moment with the Bradford Northern. Heyman again will just drive forward, but he's held. It's Wilson to McGowan. McGowan trying to make headway, but Northern not going forward, and this time Noble to Wilson. Wilson with a longer ball out to Pendlebury. Pendlebury back inside. Pendlebury still going. Gets the ball to Martin. Martin outside his man. Martin still going forward, and Martin breaking. And Martin to Simpson. So the ball's knocked down, and that's been a knock on there, but leaves Northern going forward on that attack. And the ball's out to Simpson. Trying to step aside Roebuck. Gives it to Marchant, who does. To McGowan. McGowan got the ball over to Cordell. Cole's going down that side, but he's knocked in a touch there. by Boothroyd, but Northern moving the ball wide and giving Caudle an opportunity. So certainly Northern's attacking threat has been increased a bit with Roger Simpson coming back into the middle. Steve McGowan trying to go forward. But Castleford still controlling all the options at the moment. Roebuck taking a knock there, and Batty trying to bring the ball out. Batty making ground, and is getting it outside penalty, and Batty still making ground. And that's poor play by Bradford, tackles tap in there. At least 4 players had the opportunity to tackle Batty. And England coming, Irwin, but he's held by Shelford. But Castleford forever coming forward, running onto the ball. Stedman out to Hardy. Hardy to Anderson. Anderson to Boothroyd. Boothroyd trying to get inside Caudle, but he's held. And Craig Richards being pulled out by Mr. Morris here for what I don't know. And so I'm sure Castleford are going to finish it with a free kick. And I think he's giving it for obstructing a Castleford player there. So Northern again giving themselves problems. And Sampson to drive in for Castleford. England met by Medley and Noble. Someone to Roebuck. Roebuck with a short ball to Hardy, and again, just held this time is Hardy by Aimer. But again, Roebuck showing all the skills there. Crooks driving forward with a short ball. And the ball's knocked out there, and Larder's offside. And that'll be a free kick to Bradford. This time to be Caudle to kick for Bradford. It's Noble to Gill. Gill going into among the forwards. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Gill playing the ball to himself and still trying to go forward. Dodging and weaving and still going is Gill. But at least showing the way forward. Noble darting forward, so at least no one going forward this time. Craig Richards. Oh, and the ball. Noble there, not aware to that pass from Richards, and the ball goes to the floor, and again the scuffling starts. Been really very bad-tempered this game. There's been 3 or 4 times where there's been a bit aggro between the 2 sets of players. And this time it's Roebuck to feed for Castleford. And this time, Northern pulled up. Again, I don't know what for. Noble's been sent off. 10 minutes for Brian Noble there. And I'm afraid I just can't help you what that was for at all. Probably has something to do with the skirmish, but nevertheless, Northern again reduced to 12 men. And Castleford press forward to England. England trying to dodge and weave, but he's knocked over. Sampson trying to step inside, but he's held. And he's carried back by the Northern players there and knocked back. Losing the ball. Oh, and Fairbank comes up with the ball, and Mr. Morris penalises him. Surely Mr. Morris has got to say held. Mr. Morris at the side of that move, going back with the players all the time there. And surely if the ball should have been held, he should have made his points. So again, Castleford crossing the northern line. Again, Sampson will come straight forward, drive. But he's knocked down by Amer and McGowan. This time Crooks. Crooks trying to go inside, but he's held by Richards. Roebuck with a short ball to Southernwood. But Medley pulls him down, pushes him back. Stedman, and this time Medley penalised this time. So Mr. Morris, Castleford receiving 3 penalties in the side of 60 seconds there. And Crooks will just diffuse the issue by taking a penalty under the post for Castleford. So Crooks pushes the ball through. And Wilson pushes the ball deep towards Hardy. Hardy gathers the ball. Met by Medley and well knocked down by Medley there. Pendlebury on St. Janellis. England. Raisin spins, but he's met again. Medley with a good tackle and Richards over the top. Crooks back inside to Hardy. He's half tackled by Medley and pulled down by Medley hurt in that tackle. The ball goes back to Stedman. Stedman pushes the ball back to Marchant. Lets the ball go past him, picks up the ball and tries to come away. Marchant up the middle, but he's held. And it's Simpson. Simpson going on the outside. Simpson showing the ball. Still a good policing work by England there. Fairbank going straight, but Southernwood grabs his ankles. And it's held down there by Batty's Fairbank, so penalty to Northern. This time it's Wilson kicking. And that's a better kick there for Northern. Taking him to the Castleford 25. And Gill to play the tap penalty, plays himself, goes forward. Picking and shoots, trying to go through under Southernwood, but it's held. Wilson, Richards on the burst, Richards running straight, Richards still going forward. That's better, good running by Craig Richards. Driving at the Castleford defence. Pendlebury on the cross. The ball's out to Gill. But Gill's held and Northern not going anywhere that time. This time Fairbank to Wilson to Amer. Amer driving to the post, that's better, running by Johnny Amer there. It's Simpson to Pendlebury. Back inside, Simpson going away again. Trying to get the ball out, but it's held. There's good play by Roger Simpson, looking very sharp at number 6 since he came up there. McGowan out to Pendlebury, a little chip through. And the ball went backwards, says the referee. Stedman Hardy trying to go around Wilson, but it's held. Southern Irwin across the middle of the park. Nearly lost the ball there, ball came out of his hand, but retrieved it before it hit the ground. Southernwood out to Crooks. Crooks back inside to Hardy. Simpson's there. Larder trying to go through, but it's held by Marchant, and a good tackle by Marchant there. And Stedman, a 7-minute broken play to Roebuck to get it wide to Crooks. That ball's knocked down to Fairbank, and Fairbank's going. Fairbank passes to Stedman. Fairbank not just not able to get a clear pass into McGowan and Simpson, and it's Samson for Castleford. But it's met by Richards. So again, Northern not making the best of their opportunities, and St. John Ellis trying to go down the middle. And Simpson again in with a good tackle. This time Simpson hurt. Crooks trying to go down Wilson. Still gets the ball away to Roebuck. Out to Irwin. Irwin goes inside Gill. Irwin still going to St. John Ellis. St. John Ellis going down, ducking under Medley. But Northern leaving a trail, being left with a trail of injuries here, both Gill and Simpson struggling. Richards in with a good tackle this time, and Gill down. Irwin trying to go outside. Simpson gets the ball back inside to Larder. Larder's over. Northern caught short there as players laid down injured. So for Castleford continue this route here at Valley Parade. Hooks there with another superb kick. What an exhibition of goal kicking he's put up this afternoon. And there, Henderson Gill being helped off the field by Ronnie Barrett and Dr. Chris Butler. Cooper replacing Henderson Gill. Again, the game's restarted by Wilson. To St. John Ellis. Ellis dancing and weaving. But he ducks underside, tries to duck underside Fairbank, but he's held. England trying to go forward, but again, Medley and Amerin. Someone moving the ball, Crooks. Roebuck taking the ball forward with the short ball to Batty. Just pulled down by Simpson. And Samson trying to go forward, but again it's held. And that's Stedman with a little kick. Gets the ball out. Oh, and Cooper doing very well there to get in between Stedman and Larder, but Stedman just shows his blistering pace, a little chip forward. Fairbank taking over the hook and roll from Noble as Roebuck feeds the ball. Roebuck trying to go outside Simpson, but it's held. Good tackle by Roger Simpson there on Neil Roebuck. Irwin trying to step inside, but Medley knocks him down. England. And again Medley's in. Medley done a lot of tackling, especially since Noble's gone off. There's Crooks trying to get Batty on the outside. And Crooks with a little chip forward. That ball bounces. The ball goes back, says Mr. from Pendlebury, and it's Craig Richards. Craig Richards, the relieving run for Northern. Batting in early, but Northern no depth, and Castleford up quick. Pendlebury out of Shelford. Shelford breaks one tackle as he's knocked inside to Crooks. Pendlebury trying to step inside. It's Wilson to Simpson. And Simpson with a little chip there, but he's knocked down by England. This game now petering out to its ultimate end as Castleford. And the ball being pushed all over there. And the scrum going around 188 degrees, says Mr. Morris. Again, now with no hooker, but Wilson's round on Roebuck. And they both right into the Levy's forwards. This Castleford still coming forward to Southernwood. Anderson knocks the ball backwards and takes a tackle. And it's England. England will go forward, trying to push it free. Loses the ball to Amer. And Amer to Shelford. Shelford to Cooper. And Cooper is well tackled by Irwin. So Roebuck feeds, and the ball comes out. Stedman will take Simpson on, but it's held. Good tackling by Simpson, but Roebuck's up again. Back inside to Hardy. Oh! Hardy kicking the ball away there. And McAllister coming on to replace England. That's Wilson. Wilson to McGowan. McGowan getting out from Anderson, but he's held. He's back in. And Anderson there penalised for holding McGowan down. Northern unsure of what to do, and it'll be Pendlebury, and Pendlebury will kick for touch this time. So Pendlebury putting Northern into the Cooper to Wilson to Pendlebury to Medley. Medley is well held by Roebuck in the middle of the field. Wilson, Pendlebury switching the ball to Simpson. Simpson on the little burst. And Fairbank marching with a little chip up in the air. The ball bounces. And Amer's on his back there, unable to ground the ball. So a bit scrum down on the 5 yards from the Castleford line. And Castleford getting open out. Larder trying at the gap. And Simpson's in again to pull Larder down. Good covering tackle by Roger Simpson. And St. John Ellis dancing and weaving his way, but runs into Wilson. Boothroyd. Simpson mauls him down. Sampson straightening up, trying to go around Wilson, but Treat Ridges is in there. And the ball's retrieved by Shelford to Marchant. And Marchant there, losing a bit of discipline. The free kick to Castleford, and Lee Crooks will go for goal. And Southern would also have been spoken to by the referee there as having a go at Marchant and causing that little fracas. So it'll be Crooks. I think Crooks will drive the final nail into the Northern Coffin this afternoon. Pushes the ball sweetly.